How do you hope to get that? Because you don't have the assembly, should I say, the strength in the state assembly.
Let me ring gratitude on Okonjo Iweala, like he did in 1999, 2007, when he was, when she was finance minister, and she's been repeating the same thing now to tell Nigerians how much they get as monthly allocation. So we know all these things. In a case where you get 370 million naira and you're given 100 million naira, that tells you you're going to raise the lamb.
How much then did they say they've spent in a mode of in local government area?
They tell the people that they get 84 million naira monthly, which is a bloody lie.
And how much do you think they get?
370 million. We have the record.
How much have they spent from the records you have?
Nothing has been. Let me say that they would always lie that they've actually spent even more than the budget.
So they didn't put any figure to how much they've spent in the local government
at all. Those things don't even come on papers. All we see is things that are supposed to be done are not there. The structures are not there. So people keep raising questions at all times, like where do you keep this money?
Do you have how many councillors or how many members of your party are vying for councillorship positions in the local government in Amodo?
My own constituency, I'm running out of 7 wards. That encompasses 232 booths, and we have 7 councillors as well too.
7
across all the wards, yeah.
So how are they funded? Because you're going against those who have been there previously, who've got access to funds, who've been there before, and you're optimistic.
Yeah, we know that it is not a party thing when you're contesting elections. Ordinarily, when you're contesting, I think you should have a fat account before you've been given the ticket to even run an election. And even aside that, even me, let me tell you, the president or even the governor of a state or the chairman of the government cannot actually use your money to run an election all the while. I know how much I've actually raised because I'm contesting. You get it?
How? From the people or by yourself?
My family members, they believe in my struggle.
From godfathers? From who?
I don't have a godfather.
You don't?
I don't have a godfather.
What
Some
political?
say you're not ready.
You said what?
Some would say you're not ready for politics.
No, that's not true. We that actually ran for the ticket of the party in Amodofi, I think we were 4. Before I got the ticket, I appeared to be the youngest. That tells you they actually know my antecedent, and they know all the things I've actually done within the party. I think it's the 15th year I've been in politics.
15?
So yeah.
Have you won any election ever since?
No.
Have you vied for any position?
I have vied. All the while I was in school, serving and all of that. Well, the first election I will actually be contesting outside the world.
You said this one. Antecedents like what?
I was a former speaker, last year Student Union. When I went to serve, I was the president cadet-in-chief of Road Safety Club. I was essay to Central Bani Korea.
They know that in your community.
They know that.
And you know what your community wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was just about to ask that question, Sulaiman. What exactly would you say are the immediate, pressing needs of the people of Amodofi?
So many.
Which will include?
Let me tell you, the rocketing cost of transmission fare in Amodofi already extremely difficult, as steadily worsening each day. People jump at extortive transportation fare each day. It doesn't take a genius to know that these things can be done because the council funds are there to purchase buses like we want to do. Like those things run a manifesto, and those things are going to be implemented.
And this amount it consists of where? Abulado,
the whole of Festac, and Maltuya State. We have one ward in the Riverine, which is what J, just one ward. The Riverine.
It doesn't comprise.
3 wards. You said what?
Satellite Town is not.
No, that's Uriade LCD. Initially, it was under Amodofi. We had 11 wards rather under Amodofi local government. But now, ever since the creation of LCDs, so the satellite and all.
Now let's look at Saturday. Saturday, the big day, the voting pattern. What do you think about it? LASEC actually had a meeting with stakeholders, and they told everyone the voting pattern on that particular day. What's your thought on that?
Everybody knows, even the electorate. We count a million too, because one thing about the electorate in Lagos is they actually play an active role when it comes to elections. And we all know that the LASEC can never give us a credible election.
You don't have confidence in LASEC?
We don't have it, and I'll tell you why. Some weeks back,
What if you win? Would you come back to say this about LASEC?
Definitely, I'll still repeat it, and I'll tell you why. Some weeks back, I actually listened to the LASEC chairman on air saying that the results should not be announced. You understand? And let me now tell you,
The results should not be announced.
As in, winners should not be announced
at all, or when, or where?
At the local government, probably at the booths or something. It's like the Sheikh Jabba that actually announced the winners. I now told people that were raising questions at the time I actually went for a rally somewhere, a debate somewhere. I told them to go back and do all they need to do is just to mobilize ourselves massively to the polls. You vote, and when you vote, you ensure those votes count. When the results have been announced, you make sure that you actually let them actually go by the constitution. We read the electoral law very well. Section 51 of electoral law, from subsection 5 to 7, says that when you vote at the booths, make sure the votes count, and the electoral law, the presiding officer has the right, as we conferred the prerogative powers to even announce the winner at the polls, the polls at the booth. The same thing is applicable to the World Collation Center too, where you announce the councillor that actually wins the polls, and even at the LG. So when he said on here that the results or the winners of the election should not be announced, that's even contrary to what is in electoral law. This is it.
What reason did he give for saying that should not be announced?
The moral reason why people are due to, I wouldn't know that.
Where did he say they should announce the results then?
He said the LASEG chairman was going to announce it.
And you're sure that it's not about, the party? Because remember the last polls, you could actually announce the figures that each party got, but you were not allowed to announce the candidates, so to speak, in that particular. Yeah.
The acronym of that is, we already know the winner, isn't it?
In that particular booth.
Yeah, at the booths. Because let me tell you, when you run an election, when you do the counting at the booths, like my own ward in our mode of it encompasses 38 polling booths. You understand? Across all the booths, we have competent agents who happen to be ambassadors of the party at the booth.
Have they said do not paste the results in the booth? Did they say that as well?
Yeah.
They said do not paste the results in the booth.
Let me tell you, the more reason why all the agents at the booth should know all the scores of the parties at the booth. You have it.
And they're going to prevent the agents from knowing the scores?
No, definitely that would not be. That's not going to be possible. Because when you count, you announce the results at the booth. Because I don't know why they said the results should be announced. Because these things, when you count, I would know that party A had 15, party B has gotten 20. So automatically you know the winner already.
In that particular booth.
At the booth. And then we now bring the E8 form to the World Collation Center to probably merge it, and even I kind of do the submission there before you now add.
Okay, so if at the polling center, after the elections are done, the results are collated, all the party agents sign the results.
They will definitely sign.
Why should I?
This is that there's no fraud in it.
Okay, so why should I then be worried about the results, which is going to be announced maybe much later?
That was what I told people. People are raising alarms, and they're actually jittery. Now we know that this election is going to be fair, and we keep telling them to go to the polls and vote. When you vote, we already know the winners. There's no point bothering yourself. We don't need to ponder over all these things. We know all things we want to do. We know all the things they're trying to put up. Their gimmicks, we know all of it. And we have actually put up measures to even curtail all these things.
But what then? Because you say this is the first time you've done your research. You're coming out for the elections, the local government elections, so the first time this time, and you're optimistic that, in spite of all the challenges notwithstanding, you have the machinery. Your what do you call them now? Party agents will always deliver. Because we had even the ruling party at the time, some of their party agents defected, and you're sure that this time nothing of such is going to happen to you?
You see, the more reason why we are running, you're trying to triplicate all the agents across all the booths. We don't want to put all the confidence on only one agent. Let me now tell you now, the 40 things, my own family members and even my friends are actually coming to man the booths. My advice actually comes from a different word as well too, which is the word B of the local government. It encompasses 58 polling booths. His family members and friends too, over 100 of them.
Are there any women? Are there any women contesting from your party?
Yeah, we have councillors.
None for the chairmanship position, I guess.
No.
Do you think the grassroots governance should still stay, or it should be phased out?
It should still stay. It should stay because that's the closest government to the people.
You know, Sulaiman, sorry, before Sulaiman asked that question, I was actually going to say that, you know, you seem to be reposing so much confidence in your family and friends. I'm not casting aspersions on anyone, but we've had people who've come here on the show to tell us about how even their own brothers, you know, couldn't resist the temptation at the polls. So you're very confident in them, and you're very sure that no amount of money will be able to sway them.
That is those people that have actually come to tell you that. I'm talking about people that have pedigree. It all depends on upbringing. We were brought up properly. You know how the things. You know, let me tell you. There's so much belief in my aspiration.
You can say that for your friends as well.
I can't say that for them. Yeah. Okay. You're talking about friends who've been together for over 30 years. I know what I'm saying.
Okay.
All right then.
When you have friends too, you know you can actually distinct friends too. You know those that can actually play games on you.
Yeah. Okay.
So you should have done your research before you say all these things on here.